Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I thought I would share with you my husband's birthday present. It's what I and my children got him for his birthday this year. My husband's birthday is November the 12th, so it was earlier this month, and we didn't get him anything. I knew what I wanted to get him, but he really needed to be there for me to get it. So it just was something we kind of put off for a couple weeks, and then he really needed some new dress shoes, and he kind of made that determination on his own, but I really wanted to get him a Ferragamo belt with the Omega buckle. And the Ferragamo belts with the Omega buckle are reversible, so they're black or brown. You can use them either way. And I just thought it would be a great piece for him to have. His other belts have kind of, you have them for so long, they get a little worn. So I figured it would be a great, piece for him to have, reversible like that and everything. So that is what I had my eyes on. Now, they come in, different sizes, 36, 38, 40, 42, 46, I think 48, and higher than that, she told me. And I really was like, okay. And then, at one point, the lady at the Ferragamo store in the Galleria said, well, you can get like a large size and then he can trim it down to whatever size he needs to be. And then the other side of that is it's a very expensive belt. I didn't want to just purchase it and then have my husband not like it, because there are different finishes for the actual belt buckle. So it was so much better that he was with us. And we avoided the malls on Black Friday. Neither one of us do Black Friday. We just don't. I don't know, it's like the crowds, and then I don't think you really save that much money. I don't know. So we don't do Black Friday. It's hard with children anyway to do Black Friday. And even Saturday, we avoided the mall like the plague on Saturday too. But come Sunday, it was like, okay, let's go, because we know, he wanted dress shoes and I wanted to get him that belt. So we went to Neiman Marcus at the Galleria, and he was looking in the men's shoe department, and they had, Ferragamo, Prada, Gucci, they had a lot of the nice shoes, but he's not a fan of the long toe, like when it's pointy or too long. He really doesn't like it. He likes really the classic almond shaped toe. So there was nothing there that we liked, and he really does like the Ferragamo shoe. So we ended up in the actual Ferragamo store in the Houston Galleria, and that is where he found his shoes that he likes. And this is the bag. It says Salvatore Ferragamo, but it's reversed, so it says Ferragamo. Okay, here we go. So this is the belt, this is the dust bag that it comes in, and this is the one, it's the exact one that I had planned on getting him from the beginning. And when we were there, they only had 2 sizes in stock. This is a size 46, and then they had like a 36, and 36 would have always been too small. So this one he will be able to trim from here, because this is the portion that comes off, and you can switch the buckle around to reverse it from black to brown. It's like a dark chocolate brown. And then you can just snip off however much belt you don't need for your waist. And then the closure is just like that. I didn't even show you the front. Okay, here's the front with the 2 Omegas. Just really, really pretty. This is brushed silver. This is shiny silver. It says Ferragamo down here. And that's what it looks like. It's just the 2 Omegas that lock. And it's really, just a very pretty kind of statement piece. It can be worn. I think the leather on this is really dressy. They do have more relaxed leathers or suedes that you can switch off the belt buckle for and stuff. So this is his that we got him. And it is narrow and auburn calf. It doesn't say the style, does it? It has a style number. It's like 67104104. But that is it, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful belt, and that was his birthday present from myself. And then his kind of birthday present to himself was his actual shoes, and I'll show you those. And he didn't want the silvers or the metals to clash, because his shoes have silver buckles, but his shoes, they're shiny silver, and this is a matte, but the shiny's in the center, so it's like there's not like silver overload. If you're going to wear them together, they're, the finishes don't clash, but they don't go together either. Okay, so here's the box, the Ferragamo box, and these are the Girodano, yeah, Girodano. And these are a 10.5. Odd thing is my husband's usually an 11.5 or 12 in shoes, like basketball shoes and all that. But these are kind of European sized, so 10.5 is what he wore. The 11.5s, his foot was like swimming around him when he was walking. It was crazy. So here's this, and then here are the dust bags. They're really, really pretty. They just say Ferragamo. And there's 2 of them, one for each one, which is nice because sometimes shoe bags, there will be like one for both bags. I mean for both bags, for both shoes. And it's nice when they're individual like that. Actually, that's how you know it's a really nice shoe, like a nicer brand shoe. Okay, so here you go. This is the dress shoe that he chose. And like I said, there were some that were like super pointy and, you know, just, he can't stand that. He's not a fan of that. He likes very classic tailored pieces, and so this kind of is more his style. Just black leather, and then here's the Omegas in a shiny. It says Ferragamo like on the side right there. There's that, and then the heel. And the pretty thing is like this. See the Omega on the heel? It's just so pretty. And then there's the bottom. And of course it has the size. And then on the inside it says the Ferragamo right here. You can see. There we go. And these, I know these will end up coming out because he hates these. He hates plastic stuff. He's got like wooden blocks and stuff that you put in. Yeah, my husband. And the wire hangers or the plastic hangers and plastic things. Not a fan. Okay, and then here's the shoehorn, which is really nice. My daughter actually has been playing around with this. She just loves it. But it's like metal. It's not even plastic. It's heavy metal. Really pretty. So that is his birthday present to himself, his dress shoe. He really did need some new dress shoes. He had, so funny, we went out to, I don't know what, I think a theater or a birthday party. I don't remember what it was, but he had to wear a suit. And he had on his black dress shoes, and they were Gucci. And he had those, he actually bought those in Europe a while back, but he was wearing them, and you know, we're like, okay, we're dressed up, we're cool, we're having fun. And his shoe separated. The rub, like the bottom portion, it was, the heel was rubber, and the leather just kind of, so they were going like this, and it was hilarious. And he was so, you know, of course, super embarrassed. My husband embarrasses so easily, and when he's embarrassed, it's like he wants to crawl under a rock and just wither. Like, don't mess with him, don't talk to him or anything. And I'm one of those people that when I'm embarrassed, I get funny. Like, I want to laugh like a lot. Because embarrassment just makes me giddy, it makes me laugh. But he's the opposite. He wants to, like, literally, he gets mad, and then he's just like, don't talk to me. So walking around like that, and literally he sat down, and the whole night he was like, can you get me a drink? Can you do this? Can you do that? Because he didn't want to move, and he sat like with his foot, like, you know, sitting, so nobody could see his shoe. It was embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. But, you know, it happens really to a lot of shoes. It's happened to me before. I think it's the humidity here where we live. It actually happened to a pair of his golf shoes, and there were some Nike golf cleats, you know, the golf shoes with the cleats, and we were keeping them in our garage because we have like when you walk out that door, there's a shoe shelf, and that's, you can put all your you know, your golf shoes, because we live on a golf course. So you put your golf shoes there, and his golf shoes did the exact same thing where they just separated, and then he just stayed in the cart for the whole rest of the time. So it was embarrassing. It was time for him to get some new dress shoes. We knew that. And we have like an upcoming, you know, the Christmas season, so we've got Christmas parties and stuff like that to go to. One that's coming up very fast, very soon. So that's the one that I'm going to wear my silver dress to. So he knew he needed some new shoes for that. But that was his birthday present. I thought I would share with you guys that, and he'll probably be so embarrassed, even though you have no idea who he is. He'll be so embarrassed that I even told you about his shoes separating or ruining. It's, you know, one of those things. He gets embarrassed very easily. So anyhow, I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Ours was great. 4 days goes by so incredibly fast. I mean, seriously, did we even have a weekend there? It just, you know, we spent most of, what was it, Saturday putting up our Christmas tree and a lot of the interior stuff. I still have boxes and, knickknacks everywhere that I need to organize and move and change. But we are so forced into decorating like immediately because my daughter starts to see Christmas come up around her, and it's like, I want my tree, I want this, I want that, we need to do this, we need to decorate. And she is on my husband right now about putting lights up outside because our neighbors across the street put theirs up, and so at night their house is nice and bright. She's like, I need Christmas lights, we have to put, I mean, she's like ready to go, and we just can't keep up with her. We can't keep up with the Christmas decorating, it's crazy. Oh, and you know what? Yesterday when we went to the Galleria, Santa was there and there was no line. And my kids weren't wearing the best clothing for pictures, but we took their Christmas picture anyway because we were there. So I'll show you that. This is my Eva and my John Abel. And like I said, you know, Eva dresses herself and she did pretty good. I don't really care for the black leggings, but that's her. My son, I dressed him and he was okay. But if I had known that we were, you know, if we had planned on going to take Christmas pictures, I would have put her in a dress and him in a, you know, nicer, like a sweater vest or something, just, you know, to make that typical Christmas picture beautiful. But it's pretty nonetheless, and they were both really good. So there it is. There's Santa. He's so cute. He's so pretty, like up close. I'm like, oh, he's so pretty, when I was putting my son on his lap. I don't know, I just wanted to give him a big hug because he looks so sweet. So there's Santa, and then there's Miss Eva, and of course she's got her hands in her face, and then there's my John Abel right there. And then there are Eva's leggings. I just feel like they jump out because they're black, so I feel like they jump out of the picture at you. But they look pretty. And she had like a pink shirt on with a skirt, and then he had camos on, and her light up shoes. Anyway, I just, you know, if I had planned the picture, that I just feel like it kind of pops out at you. I probably would have done something else. So that is her Christmas picture. Oh my goodness. Which is great because that's my son's first Santa Claus picture. My daughter's first one, she's screaming. Like you can, she's like falling off of Santa and her mouth's hanging open because she was crying so hard. And they actually caught my son in between a cry right there. He looks like he's happy, but he's actually getting ready to cry because the next ones he's like, ah, and he's screaming. So it was, you know, that's why we chose that one, because the other ones, Eva looked beautiful and she had her hands away from her face and no hair, but my son was crying, so we ended up with the one that she had her hands in her face. So anyway, it's hard to coordinate pictures with children, to get them to do what you need them to do for 2 seconds. It's ridiculous. So there's that. And I went to Sephora, had to get some concealer, and I picked up some lashes that look beautiful in the container. I pulled them out and tried them on last night. I can't stand it. They like wing out on their own. I'll show you in a haul that I'll do later. But that's that. What else? There was something else I was going to tell you guys. I can't think of what it was. Wow. Absent-minded, aren't I? Okay, so I'm going to go. I have a haul to do later on, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.